I.S.U.P.K.
We want no cowards in our camp, and our camp only men prepare to die. We want no cowards in our camp, and our camp never let their brothers fly. We want no cowards in our camp, and our camp only men prepare to die.
Shalom, Israel. We're the I.S.U.P.K. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street in Harlem, New York, under Commanding GEN.YAHANNA, and we are not affiliated with no other Hebrew Israelite group on the planet. All right, and we are located here at 5261 Delmar Boulevard, Suite A, and that's St. Louis, Missouri, 63108. All right, and if you want to call the class live, you can listen live. If you got any questions or any comments, you can dial 712-775-7035, access code 744252. All right, and do we have any questions before we get started? We have any questions in the class? All right, no sweat, no sweat. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and go with our topic. And the topic is, God gave us laws and not free will, okay? There's no such thing as free and will when it comes to the Most High and His laws, statutes, and commandments, all right? Now, who knows the definition to the word free will? Who knows what that means? Who knows the definition?
I like it.
Go ahead.
Would that be the will to do as you please, or thought to do?
Absolutely. That's exactly what it is. Free will is the ability to act at one's own discretion, right? And to sum it up, it's basically what Officer Kunaya just said, is to basically do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what free will means, okay? And when you go through these scriptures, you're going to find that there's no such thing as a free and a will that exists nowhere in the Bible at all. You understand? Especially when it comes to the Most High and His laws, statutes, and commandments. All right. Now give me Matthew 5:17. Let's start right there.
Yes, sir. What was that again?
Matthew 5:17.
Matthew chapter 5, verse 17. Think not that I've come to destroy the law,
Okay.
or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
Okay, stop right there. Now those letters are in red. And Christ said out of His very own mouth, He said, think not that I have come to destroy. Right? He said the law. He said He's not come to destroy the law. Okay? Or the prophets. He said He's not come to destroy, but to fulfill. Now where does the Christian church get this mess that you don't have to keep His laws anymore? You understand? That doesn't even make sense. All right? Now give me 1 John 2, verses 3 through 5. And the reason I started with the Old Testament first is because Christians love to, when you go to the Old Testament, you know, that's their most hated part of the book. You understand? Actually, they hate the whole Bible. They hate God. You understand? They hate the Most High. They hate our King Christ, without a doubt. Okay? But their claim is, oh, we live today according to what's in the New Testament. So that's why I'm choosing to start at the New Testament first. Then we're going to work our way all over this book to show you how it all go together and how we're still supposed to be keeping all of God's laws, statutes, and commandments way back then and right now and till forever. Okay? And we're going to show that the Christian church is nothing more than a damn whorehouse. All right? Go ahead, read that for me, brother.
That's right. 1 John chapter 2, verse 3. And hereby we do know that we know him, if we keep his commandments.
No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. If you just say that you love Jesus,
if we keep his commandments.
man, that's a cold cut right there for those Christians, man. They claim that all you just got to do is believe, right? But guess what? Even if you just simply believe, you're going to do something. An action is going to follow after that. You see what I'm saying? And that's where the Christian church, there's no action with the Christian church. None. It's all talk. They claim to believe they'll sing and cry and roll on the floor and praise Jesus, shout. They know how to say the name. They know how to say thank you, Jesus, 1,000,000 times. They don't miss it with thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus, thank you. You understand? And they turn around after that, go right home and fry their family a pork chop for dinner. Okay? They don't keep the commandments. They don't keep the laws. You understand? Go right out and sleep with somebody else's woman. They don't keep the laws. All right? Go right out and get high, you know, or be somewhere get drunk, be stripping on somebody's pole. They do all kinds of things in that old nasty Christian church. Okay? That's because they don't know the Most High. They claim to be his best friend. When you go to church, they claim that they are God's best damn friend in the whole wide world. They talking about Jesus take the wheel. You understand? Look, I can't steer this thing. Take the wheel, Jesus. Like he just sitting in the passenger seat waiting to steer you around. You understand? When he gave you your directions, and it's in the Bible, all you got to do is just turn to him. You understand? Turn to the Most High. Keep his laws, statutes, and commandments, and get in our class.
He that say, I know him, and keep not his commandments is a liar. And the truth is not in him.
Okay, that's another cold cut for them Christians. You understand? And them fake Israelites as well. Because guess what? They ain't keeping the laws either. You understand? Those cats and those fake Israelite groups, they're not keeping the laws either. They're breaking them just as well as the Christian preachers. Hell, they are Christian preachers. You understand? The only difference is they just put Israelite at the front of the, Christians. Yeah, they Israelite Christians. You understand? That's all it is. Okay, but if you say you know the Most High, you say you love Christ, you say he your best friend, and he wake you up in the morning, he talk to you all day and night, you had conversations, endless, countless conversations with the Lord, that's a lie. If you ain't keeping them laws, you understand what I'm saying? You don't know him. That's what the Bible says. You are lying. The truth is not even in you. Okay? So keep reading, brother.
But whoso keepeth his word, in him verily is the love of God perfected.
Okay, hold on, wait a minute. It said, all I got to do is just say the name Jesus 1,000 times. That what it said?
But whoso keepeth his word,
Wait a minute. Hold on.
in him verily
Hold
is the
on.
love of God perfected.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Right,
No,
sir.
all I got to do is just pay tithes. All I have to do is pay the pastor his tithes, and I'm gonna get blessed. That what they say?
But whoso keepeth his word, in him verily is the love of God perfected.
Man, you understand that? You gotta keep this word, man. You understand? And keeping his word is keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments. Okay? The Bible just broke that down to you. All right? So when you're not keeping the law, the truth is not in you. You are a liar. You see what I'm saying? And me, that's why I thank the Most High and our King Christ for the I.S.U.P.K. You understand? Because when I was in that Christian church, all of the disgusting things I was doing, man, I felt like a hypocrite. You understand? I'm like, man, here I am going to church, and then I'm supposed to be living the way the Lord told me to live. I'm supposed to be living my life right. That's all they would say in the church. You're supposed to live your life right, but they never tell you what right actually is. Okay? And then as I'm going to the church, I'm like, man, I know I'm doing wrong. I know I'm doing the opposite of right. So I'm like, okay, I gotta stop going here. So when I turned around and got into the truth, I didn't want to be no hypocrite. You understand? I didn't want to come to class feeling like, you know what I'm saying, I'm back in the church. Because here I am, I'm telling brothers and sisters not to eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. And then when I go home, I got my rib making me some damn shrimp scampi or something. You know what I'm saying? We keep the laws in here. No more shrimp. You understand? No catfish. No breaking the laws, none. No more pork chops, ham hocks. You understand? None of that. Okay? And it actually feels good. You understand? It feels wonderful, man, to actually keep the law and be able to teach this to my people and wake them up. You understand? Give me Romans 7:12. Because we're gonna continue to show you that the Bible does not, at no point in the Old Testament, New Testament, the Apocrypha, which was actually a part of the book, you can get these on Amazon for about $6 or $7. Make sure you get you a copy of it. You understand? In no part of the Bible, no word did out of the Most High's mouth, no word out of our King Christ's mouth was it ever said that you don't have to keep the laws anymore. You have free will. And then they like to go all the way back to Genesis in the story of Adam and Eve when they claim that God gave man free will. These Christians are disgusting, man. You ain't gonna find free will in the Bible nowhere. But what you will find is laws, statutes, and commandments. You understand that you will find those in there all throughout the book. Right. Like I said, God did not give us free will. Okay? We need to get that out of our heads. All right, but go ahead, read that scripture for me, brother.
Romans chapter 7, verse 12. Wherefore the law is holy.
The law is what?
Holy.
The law is holy. You understand? It's separate. Keep on.
And the commandment holy.
And the commandments are holy. It's separate. You understand? This is why the Most High chose us to be a holy people. Okay? Keep going.
And just and good.
They what?
Just and good.
What's that last word again?
Good.
Good, man. The laws are good. So why on earth would you turn around and take something good and try to do away with it? It doesn't even make sense, man. You understand? And this is all the New Testament. Give me John 14, verse 15. This is in the New Testament. The law is holy. The commandments holy. And it's just and good. Now guess what it will make you if you keep the law? You can go from being a piece of garbage to being just and good. You understand? Those same laws that are just and good, that's what they'll make you. They will make you just and make you good. You understand? Go ahead. 1 second out. New caller. Name, city, and state. All right, phone on mute. Go ahead, read that scripture for me, brother.
John, chapter 14, verse 15. If ye love me, keep my commandments.
No, there it is. That's another cut for the Christian church. This is what they preach about every single Sunday. Is love, 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 everything. Everything is about love comes Sunday morning. Right? But Sunday evening, when you go back home, you're back to being the same old evil Christian monster that you've always been. You understand? Love, love, love everything. Okay? Christ said, if you love me, you'll keep my commandments. You understand? That's what the Bible said. This is what it didn't say. If you will love me, you would just, believe and just come to church on Sunday and pay tithes. It doesn't say that. You understand? If you love the Most High, guess what? You got work to do. You got to show him that you love him. The same way that a woman wants to be shown that you love her. You understand? She want to be taken care of. She want to be this. That she got all these different things that she want for the man to show her that she love her. The same way with the man. You understand? The woman, she got to come in, show that man that you love him, serve him, cook him dinner, have 20 kids. You understand? You got to do all. You got to show that man that you love him. Never divorce him. You understand? Always reverence him like what you're supposed to. Be under that man's control. Okay? That's showing him that you love him when you're doing what you're supposed to do for him. And that's the same way with the Most High. The Most High said that keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments, that is love. You understand? Not no emotion, not no feeling. Not no, oh, I love you, give me a kiss. That ain't got nothing to do with it. You understand? But it has everything to do with laws, statutes, and commandments. All right? Give me Luke 24 and 44. We're going to keep going on this. We're going to find out if anywhere in the Bible it say you don't have to keep the laws. We're going to see if we can find free will in there. And if anybody's watching on Facebook, anybody's, any Christians out there, you got the number to call in. We got the question on, you can type me in on Facebook. You understand? The number is 7035, access code 744-252. All right. Now, if any Christian want to show the scripture where it say that you got free will, that you can do whatever it is that you want, you don't have to keep God's law, then go on and send it to you. Call the line. You understand? Type your question in on Facebook somewhere. Get it to me. Because I want to see it. You got that scripture for me out?
Title of time.
All right, read it for me, brother. What?
Luke 24, verse 44. And he said unto them, these are the words which I spake unto you while I was yet with you, that all things must be fulfilled, which were written in the laws of Moses.
Written in the what?
And in the law of Moses.
Written in the law of Moses. Keep going.
And in the prophets.
And the prophets.
And in the Psalms.
And in the Psalms. Concerning our King Christ. Now, this was talking about him being prophesied about. Okay, this is what Christ is breaking down. All right, that he was prophesied about all throughout the Bible before he even came. Okay, now let's find out what the law of Moses has to say. Let's find out what the prophets had to say, and let's find out what the Psalms had to say concerning the law. All right, give me Exodus 20, verses 1 through 3. Because everybody know, if you don't know, You know what I mean? The first 5 books are the books of Moses, all right? That Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy, all right? And that is where you will find the laws, okay? So go ahead and read that for me, y'all.
So, what was that verse again? Exodus, what was that?
20 verses 1 through 3.
Exodus, verse 20. Exodus chapter 20, verse 1. And God spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt,
Okay.
out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other God before me.
So we understand that, right? This is the Most High. This is the very start of the law. All right? These are the start of the 10 Commandments. And, okay, here's something. What are the 10 Commandments? What are they? Who knows what the 10 Commandments are? Is there only 10 commandments? Who can answer that question?
La, sir.
Okay, somebody said la. Okay, so what would the 10 commandments be? Okay, don't sweat. I give
La.
it. Go ahead.
Will the 10 Commandments be like a like the 10 covers all of them? Like, for example, like the first 4, I believe, is concerning the Most High, and like the last 6 maybe concerning your brothers.
No, they don't cover all the laws. Okay, what the 10 Commandments is? The 10 Commandments is simply the foundation for all the laws. You understand? That's what the 10 Commandments are.
Cut out the cut.
Okay, that's what that is. It's the foundation for all the laws. Okay, the Christian church, you know, of course, they're liars, and they tell a lot of lies. And you heard that it's only 10 commandments, which you keep reading. After those 10, there's another commandment right behind you. You understand? So how could it just be 10 if it was just 10 commandments? When you have an 11th one, right behind you. Keep on going. You're gonna read. And you're gonna get to over 600. Okay, it's over 600 laws. All right, and the 10 commandments is the foundation for all of the laws. All right, so no, it's not, like summarizing all of the law. Okay, not that, but that's what it is, the foundation. All right, so now skip down to verse 12. Give me 12 through 17. Because like I said, we're going to find out what Christ has said. Now, we're not going to go over the prophecies. What we're going over is because guess what? Christ taught from the Old Testament. He taught from the book of Moses. He taught from the book of Joshua and Daniel and Jeremiah and Ezekiel and all of that. That's how you know.
Sir.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I got a quick question. Like, as far as like predestination, what does the Bible say about that? As far as like, I know like free will, how does that tie in with like predestination?
What do you mean predestination? Break that down. Give me a little.
Meaning that, you mean that every man like predestined?
Is every man life predestined?
Come.
And when you say predestined, what do you mean? Like to go where? To do what?
I mean, to do what the Lord wants you to do.
Okay. Let me see. Give me that scripture.
Like the.
Hold tight 1 second. I believe it's wait a minute. Give me that scripture out where it say, "Can any man resist his will?" Is that in Romans 9?
Salaki, I'll put a check for you, I want.
One second, Hebrew.
No sweat.
Okay, yeah, that's give me Romans. Did somebody say Salaki?
I just had a scripture for you. That's it.
Oh, okay. What scripture is it, Hebrew?
Was it 9 to 19?
God, that's it. Go ahead and read that for me, y'all.
Salaki, sir, I got it.
Go ahead and read it.
All right, just a second. Romans chapter 9, verse 19. That will say, then unto me, why doeth he yet find fault?
Mm-hmm.
For who hath resisted his will?
Okay, you understand that? Asking the question, who has resisted the Most High's will? Okay, keep reading.
Nay, but, O man,
What does nay
who
mean?
art thou?
One second. What does nay mean?
Salaki,
Go ahead.
no, la.
It means no. You understand? No, you're not going to resist the Most High's will. You know what I'm saying? And I want you to take the Christianity off of it, because it kind of sound Christian, like you saying, like, oh, you know you're going to hell, you know you're going to heaven. You know what I mean? Because we don't know. You understand? You got a lot of fake Israelites that's going around. You know, they're doing the same thing that they were doing in the Christian church. They'll tell a person, you know how in the Christian church they'll say, "Oh, you going to hell." Now you got Christian Israelites saying, "Oh, you part of the 2/3." You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like the same thing. You know what I mean? It sounds the same. You know, to tell a person that, you know, you're going to hell. You know what I mean? Or something like that. You know. So I just wanted you to take the Christianity off of it. Because that does not mean that a man cannot change. It don't mean that a woman cannot change her life. You understand? Because guess what? We were all once them same people that used to do all of these things. Matter of fact, give me that in what's that? 1 Corinthians 6 and 7, I think it is. 1 second. Go to 1 Corinthians 6. I believe it's verse 7. Wait a minute, no. 1 second. Okay, verse 11. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 11.
1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 11.
As a matter of fact, start at 9. Go from 9 to 11.
1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
Now ye not, Salaki, know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of God? Be not deceived, neither fornicate, nor idols, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor users of themselves with mankind.
Okay, stop right there.
Nor thieves.
Stop right there. 1 second. Okay, so know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of God. All right? Neither fornicators, idolaters, adulterers, effeminate. You understand? It's breaking down all these unrighteous things that people do. You understand? They're letting you know that you will not inherit the kingdom. Okay? Keep going. Verse 10.
Nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revelers, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of God.
Okay, so you get it. You get the point right there. None of that. You will not inherit the kingdom of the Most High if you are doing any of these things. Right? Keep going.
Come.
And such were some of you.
Okay, stop right there. Such were some of you. Can you not see yourself on this list somewhere? Were you not at one point unrighteous?
Come.
Yeah, absolutely. We all were. But keep reading.
But ye are sanctified. Oh, so like it. But ye are washed. But ye are sanctified. But ye are justified in the name of the Lord Yahweh and by the Spirit of our Yahweh.
Okay, so you understand, we once was in the world, you know what I mean, doing all types of things. Now we in the truth. You see what I'm saying? Because of this teaching that we get from the I.S.U.P.K. You understand? That was passed down from our king on down to brothers that have been holding down the truth, you understand? And thanks to Commander GEN.YAHANNA, number one, for him doing that as well, because, I mean, say he had fell off with all the other groups, man, that broke out. You understand? With all the other cats that turned around and jumped out of school for whatever their little simple reason was, and then started making up women can't wear pants doctrine. You understand? Started making up multiple wives is only for the kingdom doctrine. Start making up, I mean, all kinds of disgusting things, man. They even got the damn child molestation doctrine. You're gonna be molesting children. You're gonna be raping women. You know what I mean? Come on, man. You understand? So big ups to Commander GEN.YAHANNA for him holding it down, so that brothers and sisters have an opportunity, man, to come into the truth and actually turn and change their life. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, I mean, just because, you know, like for instance, when we out there on the streets, you know, we don't know who gonna wake up. You understand? We don't know who, the very people that we think that's, you know what I'm saying, coming up against the camp, throwing bottles and, you know what I'm saying, spitting at us and all kinds of things. You know what I mean? Hoping that we die. You know, probably calling their family to come kill us off, you know, kill crazy Negroes on the corner. You know what I'm saying? They might be one of the ones that wake up and come in the truth. You understand? This is why we just have to keep doing the work, keep having classes, keep going to camp every Saturday, you understand, or whatever day you had camp, then, you know, and just do the work. That's all we got until our King return. You understand? Until Christ return, man, that's what we got. That's what we have to do. You understand? So we can't really say, you know, I mean, I wouldn't say it. I don't even trip off the 2/3 doctrine. You understand? Because we don't know who in the hell is part of the 2/3. The very people that say that could be part of the 2/3. You understand? We don't know. Hell, I might be part of the 2/3. You never know. You understand? But I'm gonna keep doing this work. You understand? I'm gonna stay up in this truth. The Lord willing, I ain't. You understand? My King see me. Lord willing, I get a crown, man. Lord willing, I get a crown. Okay?
That's right.
Scripture say you gotta endure to the end. Okay? And then some of these folks gave up already. You understand? You can see it. Some of them gave up already, man. You understand? So against the I.S.U.P.K. for teaching this truth, keeping it real, keeping it 100, like what they like to say in the world. We the only somebody keeping it 100. But then they turn around and say we lying, and say we false prophets, and say we what they say 501c3 and all kinds of silly nonsense. We just sold out to the government and we taking money. Man, please, where the money at then? If we getting paid by the government, where is the big fancy buildings at? You understand? We need those big fancy buildings there. We get money from the government. Come on, man. Stop fooling yourself. You understand? We are the only people on the planet loyal to our king, to where we did not take no damn money. You understand? We will not turn our back on our King Christ for no goddamn money.
Damn
You
right.
understand? And guess who else I ain't gonna turn on? I ain't gonna turn on Commander General Yohanna, General Muhammad, General Mayak, General Shalimar, you understand? General
That's
Q,
right.
my captains, officers, troopers, brothers, you understand, sisters. I ain't turning on y'all either for no goddamn money.
Damn right.
So like I said, man, miss the ISUPK with all that nonsense, because we ain't selling out. All right? But that's some of the stuff that you know what I'm saying, that you hear. All right? But did they ask you a question out? Predestined? Are you predestined? Okay.
I appreciate it. Huh?
Oh, no sweat. Hey, on the board. We got any more questions? Okay, no sweat. Let's get back to the scripture. Go give me Exodus 20, start at 12. 12 through 17.
Sir. Exodus 20, verse 12. Honor thy father and thy mother,
Uh-huh.
that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord giveth thee.
Okay, so the Lord said, honor thy father and thy mother. That's a commandment. Keep going.
Thou shalt not kill.
Thou shalt not kill is another commandment. Okay, keep going.
Thou shalt not commit adultery.
Thou shalt not be sleeping with another man's wife. Keep going.
Thou shalt not steal.
Thou shalt not steal. Keep going.
Thou shalt not bear false witness
Okay.
against thy neighbor.
Definitely don't be lying on nobody. Who knows what neighbor is? What is your neighbor in the Bible?
Salakia.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Somebody says lock it. Okay, no sweat. What is your neighbor? Who knows what your neighbor is in the Bible?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
Your brother or sister of your neighbor, of your nation, Salakia.
Right, that's your people. All right, not the white man that live down the street. Okay, Mr. Rogers, it's a beautiful day in your neighborhood. When you see white people, it ain't talking about Mr. Rogers. It's talking about your brothers and sisters, okay, of your nation. It's talking about other blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, not the African that stay around the corner or the one that do your braids at the braid shop. You understand? Not the Arab that'll sell you chicken wings, okay, at the gas station. They not brothers. You know what I mean? They're not our brothers at all, okay? And definitely don't be bearing false witness on your damn brother or your sister, all right? Keep going.
Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house.
Uh-huh.
Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife,
Uh-huh.
nor his manservant,
Mm-hmm.
nor his maidservant,
Mm-hmm.
nor his ox,
Mm-hmm.
nor his ass,
Okay. So,
nor anything that is thy neighbor's.
okay, so you're not supposed to covet. Who knows what it means to covet?
Salaki,
Go ahead.
to desire or want?
Yeah, is it wrong to desire or to want something?
La'a, unless it's possessed or owned by somebody else, right?
Okay, there you go. Finish that up. Absolutely. To desire or to want something of someone else's. You understand? That's why he broke it down like. That's why the Most High broke it down like that. It said, "Don't covet your neighbor's house." You understand? How many times have we seen in the hood people breaking into your, you bringing in them flat screens, you know what I mean? And then you turn around, go to work one day, and come home, and your flat screen's gone. You understand? Because somebody's sitting back watching you bring that big old 46-inch box in the house. You understand? And somebody say, "Damn, I'm gonna go get one of them." Instead of them saving their money, you understand, to go to Walmart and buy it, they come and wait till you go to work, everybody gone, kick in the back door, and then turn around and take your TV. You see what I'm saying? That's coveting some of somebody else's. You know what I mean? Even if it come down to, if you're trying to like buy something, like if you see a brother with some rims on his car, and you, "Oh man, sell me them, I gotta have them." They sell the same rims at the store. If you like them, ain't nothing wrong with liking, something that your brother got. We all got style. We know how to put some cars together, and rims, and TVs, and beats. You know what I'm saying? Just go get what, he got from the same place, or another place, so you can be different. Instead of him going to, what's that renting roll he got here in St. Louis? You done went to roll and rent, okay? And so you was different. All right, but don't want what your brother have so bad. You understand? His wife, just because she is beautiful, guess what? It's a million beautiful Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian women, single. You understand? They are single, waiting for a righteous man to scoop them up. You don't have to have your neighbor's woman. You understand? Your brother's woman. You don't have to do that. All right? And his ox, his animals, you know what I'm saying? Whatever he do to have a business for himself, or none of that, man. You don't covet nothing of your neighbors. All right? Don't covet nothing. And these are all laws. This is the law of Moses. You know what I mean? Give me Deuteronomy 5:1. Okay, this is what you will find in the book of Moses. Okay, when Christ mentioned Moses, he wasn't talking about you don't have to keep no laws from her no more. You know what I mean? He was not talking about that. Okay, because when you go in the law of Moses, you're gonna find laws. You understand? You're gonna find a bunch of laws. All right, and we are supposed to be following them. Go ahead and read that out.
Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 1. And Moses called all Israel and said unto them, Hear, O Israel, the statutes and judgments which I spake in your ears this day, that ye may learn them and keep them, Salaki, and keep and do them.
Okay, we're supposed to learn, teach, and do. You see what I'm saying? We're supposed to do them ourselves, not just turn around and teach. I remember old saying when I was coming up as a kid. I used to hear this all the time. I used to hear my mother say, "Do as I say, and not as I do." All right. When that right there is one of the worst things that you could ever tell a child, because guess what they're going to do? That child is going to do what they see you do. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're not going to, they hear you talking, but they're seeing what you do. It gotta be cool because mama doing it, daddy doing it. You know what I'm saying? Hell, my cousins come over with my mama and do it. You know what I'm saying? They all smoking weed, so I guess smoking weed is cool. All my family doing it. You see what I'm saying? And then guess what the child does? The child don't hear you talking about, "Oh, baby, don't be like mommy. Don't be like daddy. Go to school, go to college." don't do drugs, don't be a stripper, don't be a drug dealer. They're going to be exactly what you are. This is why we got to return to the Lord and start keeping his laws and do exactly what he said to do, which was, read that again.
Right.
What did he say about them laws?
Keep them and do them.
We're supposed to teach them and do them, man. You understand? We're supposed to be doing these laws as well. All right? And I'm going to, for time's sake, we're going to speed it up just a little bit. Now let's go with the prophets. Okay? Give me Joshua 1 and 8. And we're going to see if there anywhere within the prophets, okay, did they say anything about the laws being done away with. Okay? We're going to see that the prophets mention anything about free will. All right? That's what we own right now. Because God gave us laws, not free will. You will not find free will in the Bible nowhere. Okay? But you will find laws all over the book. Okay? Go ahead and read, brother.
Joshua chapter 5, verse 1.
No. Salaki. Verse 1, verse 8.
Oh, Salaki, sir.
No sweat.
Joshua chapter 8, verse 1.
1 verse
And
8.
the Lord,
Joshua chapter 1,
Salaki.
verse 8.
Oh, Salaki.
No sweat.
Joshua chapter 1, verse 8.
There you go.
This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth.
Wait a minute. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth. You understand? Now, why is he saying that? You understand? If we got free will, why do we even need? Why do Christians even go to church and read the Bible? If the laws is done away with, you understand? If you don't have to keep the command, he gave you free will. What the hell are you even claiming to be praising Jesus? You can do what you want. It don't even make sense. You understand? It doesn't even make sense, man. They sitting there singing songs, okay, they're supposed to be made for our king, but you know they're made for a white man. You understand? Caesar Borgia, that's their daddy, that's their lover in their Christian church. Okay, that's their God in their Christian church. Caesar Borgia, a white man. And the white man is the devil, the Bible speaks of. All right? But the scripture says, let not, you read that again?
This book of the law,
Okay, keep going.
but thou shalt meditate therein day and night,
Keep going.
that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein.
Okay, we got to do all that is is written therein. Okay? Not some, not just the New Testament, not just parts that we like and that we dislike. It said we got to do all that is written therein. That don't even make sense, man. Like, nobody buys, just a regular book, okay, and read it just two pages, and then say they understand the book, and they're done with it. They don't do that, man. You take the book and you open up the book and you read the entire book. You understand? That's the only way you're going to understand whatever that book is about, is if you have all of the parts, number one, and then you apply all of those parts. Okay? And definitely this Bible is nothing that you could just turn around and New Testament only, or just Old Testament only. Yes, because we have Old Testament Israelite. We had a brother at big ups to Captain Quad in the Chicago camp, man, for the Midwest Fire Weekend, man. If you wasn't out there, good night, you missed a glorious damn weekend, man. You understand? But I had a brother come to me at camp and tell me, he said, what he's saying, because Commander GEN.YAHANNA was up on the mic, killing it, as always. You know what I mean? And he turned around and came to me, and he said, brother, he said, everything he's saying is right. He said, it's that time. He said, and he made it a point to tell me, but I teach Torah only. You see what I'm saying? When the Bible just said you got to do what? Read that again. According to what?
Observe to do according to all that is written therein.
All, man, not just the Torah. You understand? Not you teach the laws only. We gotta teach this whole book. You gotta do everything that's in this book. You understand? And everything is not just in the Torah alone. The Bible says it's precept upon precept, here a little, there a little. It's all over the place. You understand? When you come to this book, it's in the New Testament, Old Testament, Apocrypha. Okay, you got precepts all over the book. You're not going to understand if you just reading the Torah. You understand? You're not going to understand that if you're just reading the Torah. And like I said, that's an example. Well, he's almost an Old Testament. I guess he's just a Torah Testament. I don't know. I don't know what to call it. You understand? But Old Testament Hebrews, I think they believe in the whole Old Testament. Is that right? Is that right? The whole Old Testament? Or are they just Torah teachers too?
Salaki. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success.
Okay, 1 second now. Do you know if them Old Testament Hebrew, do they believe in the whole Old Testament, or are they just Torah teachers too?
Salaki, so what was the question again? I couldn't hear you.
I'm asking you, I said, are the Old Testament Hebrews, do they believe in the whole Old Testament, or is it just the Torah? Or are they just Torah teachers? Which one is it? Do you know?
Just Torah.
Okay, so they just Torah too? Okay,
God.
okay, whatever it is, it don't even matter. They fake Israelites. You understand? Fake Israelites. That's what we're gonna call them. Torah Israelites. Whatever the hell they is. Alright. Now let's keep going on these shoots. Let's get some more.
Salaki, sir.
Go ahead.
Now I say that because they don't believe in Christ, and Christ is foretold in the Old Testament.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Even in the Torah.
Deal with Torah.
Even in the Torah. So that don't even make sense. You know what I mean?
God.
He's even in the Torah. So, you know, like I said, man, these Christian Israelites, they just do what they want to do. You understand? But us, we loyal to our King. We loyal to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to do all
That's right.
that's in this book. Not some of it. Not just the Torah. Not just one part. We're going to do it all. Okay, give me Ezra 7 and 10. We're going to hear from some of the prophets. Okay, and we're going to see if the prophets said that we have free will at any time. Ezra 7 and 10.
Ezra 7 and 6, sir?
Ezra 7 and 10.
7 and 10?
Come.
First Ezra, chapter 7.
No. Ezra. E-Z-R-A. Not no Apocrypha.
Oh.
In the Old Testament.
Salaki.
No sweat.
Salaki.
No sweat. Ezra 7 and 10.
Ezra chapter 7, verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
For Ezra had prepared his heart to seek the law of the Lord.
He did. He
And
prepared
to
his
do
heart
it.
to do what?
Prepared his heart to seek the law of the Lord. And to do it.
And to do it. He's going to teach Israel, and he's going to do it himself. You understand? That's what it takes. Keep reading.
And to teach in Israel statutes and judgments.
And to teach in Israel statutes and judgments. Okay, give me Isaiah 33 and 22. Like I said, man, I haven't heard free will yet. You know what I mean? I haven't heard free will yet. And guess what? You ain't gonna hear it, because it's not in the Bible. It don't exist. You understand? That don't even make sense when it comes to you driving a car. All right? Now, you're gonna turn around and you're gonna first get that driver's license. Or if you turn around and drive without the license, then guess what happens? You're gonna get punished. They're gonna turn around. Once they catch you, you might get away with it for a while. You know what I mean? A year or two, something like that, whatever, however long. But eventually, you're gonna turn around and get stopped, pulled over. Matter of fact, sometimes you might get pulled over walking. The police are such animals, they're stopping people just walking down the damn street, haven't done anything. You don't even have to be driving. You can be walking now, and they're in your pocket wanting to see that ID. But if you don't have a license, you understand, and you drive a vehicle, you get caught driving without one, then guess what? You're going to turn around and you're going to have to pay that fine. Now, we know all too well, black people know all about laws and judgments. Because, hell, the white man is rich because we drive without driver's licenses. You understand? We constantly in his courtroom paying all of his tickets and paying for lawyers. The white man is rich because black man, he all too well, we got a car, but we don't have plates on it. You understand? I remember back in the day, that was the thing, or switching plates. Good night. You know what I'm saying? Good night. Plate switching was the end thing. Then, I remember when brothers used to go, who knows about this, when brothers used to go to the junkyard and get plates out of the junkyard and then put them on their car. Who used to do that?
God.
You know what I'm saying? I thought I was the only one that heard about that. You know what I'm saying? Come on now.
Right.
Go ahead.
You went out, didn't you?
Man, you heard me? I'm telling you, that's how long. I remember all that, man. I remember all of that. You know what I mean? And guess what? Like I said, the white man makes a damn living off of punishing us, okay, for all of our wrong. This is why he make the rules the way that he do. You understand? Like, for instance, he makes insurance mandatory. He know black folks can't afford damn car insurance. That's why he made it mandatory for you to have it. So guess what? So he could oppress black people. You understand? 1 second, we had a question. Okay, I think we too wild on the Facebook. Like I said, you turn around and you gotta have mandatory insurance on your car. The white man know you can't afford it. Then, matter of fact, before you even get a car, it's all types of things. You got to mandatorily go get it inspected now. You know what I mean? You got to have the emissions inspection, the safety inspection. Then you got to turn around and buy the stickers, pay the taxes. The white man knows that, guess what? The average black man cannot afford none of that. Do you understand? So this is why he put all of that on us, man. So guess what? He know that you got to get to work. He's got a little piece of job, man. You're trying to take care of yourself, you know what I mean, the best way that you can. And the white man is going to make it extremely hard for you to make it to work, for you to survive, for you to be able to take care of your family. You see what I'm saying? And guess what? Black people do their best to Christian church follows all of the white man's law. But the one person that you call your heavenly Father, I heard that in church a million times over again, just on one Sunday. Oh, he's my heavenly Father. He's the Father, the mighty God, and all of this, omnipotent God, and agape God, and all these different names that they got for him in the Christian church. But then you'll take your magnificent and your wonderful and your omnipotent and your miraculous and your stupendous God's laws and then throw them in the damn trash and say that you don't have to even listen to them, do them, keep them, teach them. You ain't got to do nothing with them. We don't live like that no more. That don't even make sense. When actually the Christian church just simply don't want to obey his laws. That's all it is. That's all it is. Black Christian women want to divorce if they feel like it. So this is why they don't stick to the law. When Christ even said in the New Testament, we're not supposed to be getting divorces. But they do it anyway. You know what I mean? Preachers, no man, not just the preachers, but the preachers know that we're not supposed to be sleeping with other men's wives. I just brought out a story in the lecture where an old Christian preacher the man even wrote a book talking about I need a man, and he's sleeping with women that already got men. That's what this pastor's doing. You understand? These Christians are wicked as hell, man. They are disgusting. And you fake Israelites is right behind them. You understand? But give me that Isaiah 33 and 22 out.
Isaiah chapter 33, verse 22. For the Lord is our judge. The Lord is our lawgiver.
Is our who?
Lawgiver.
Lawgiver, man. Do you understand? That's what they won't say in the Christian church. That's what they won't tell you. He's our lawgiver. He gave us his laws, statutes, and commandments. Keep reading.
The Lord is our king. He will save us.
That's right. Okay. Now let's go. Give me. No, let's go to the. Let's go ahead and go to the Psalms now. Give me Psalms. What's that? 149 and 19. Let's find out what's in the Psalms.
So, yes, sir, you mean 147 and 19?
147 and 19. Got the what?
Psalm 147, chapter 19. Salakia, 147, verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He has not dealt so with any nation.
Okay, now the Most High he showed his word to Jacob, which is the progenitor or the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel. And he showed his, he showed his statutes and his judgments, you understand, the laws and the punishments for breaking the laws to Israel, his children. Okay? And he has not dealt so with any other nation. Okay? Now, give me Psalms 19, verse 7 and 9. Because like I said, what we're going to do is we're going to find out what's in the books of Moses, what the prophets had to say, and now we're going to find out what the Psalms had to say concerning the laws. And we're going to see, so far, we've been through the book of Moses, and I haven't heard anything that says anything like you have free will. Okay? We went through some of the prophets, and I have not heard them say anything about free will. Okay, and now we're going to go to the Psalms, and we're going to see what Psalms have to say. We're going to see if it say anything about free will or law, statutes, and commandments. Go ahead and read it out.
Psalms chapter 19, verse 7. The law of the Lord is perfect.
The law of the Lord is perfect. Now ask yourself a question. Anybody that ever had something perfect, okay, did they get rid of it? Something that's perfect, is it something that you would get rid of? No, you would not. You understand? This is why we are not supposed to be getting rid of the Most High law, because it's perfect. Thou shalt not steal is perfect. You understand? My brothers and sisters' belongings should stay with them. We should not steal from one another. That's perfect. You understand? We should not molest children. Thou shalt not molest children is perfect. Thou shalt not sleep with another man's wife is perfect. And these are laws that I'm paraphrasing. These are laws. Okay? Thou shalt not kill. Why would I kill my brother? Thou shalt not have an abortion. Those are laws. You understand? Why would I want to kill my children? Okay? It's perfect. The law of the Lord is perfect. Keep reading.
Converting the soul.
Converting the soul. If you truly want to change, then you make your way to the I.S.U.P.K. and you sit that butt down in these classes and you learn and you convert your soul, man. You understand? Whatever you used to be, we're going to work on getting that off of you. You're going to be somebody brand new. Okay? Keep going.
The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple.
Okay, this word of the Lord, it is sure, man. Okay, and then guess what? It will make you wise. Look at how wise these men are that's in this school, man. These are the wisest men on the planet. You understand?
Damn right.
These are the wisest men on the planet. Okay? From Commander GEN.YAHANNA all the way on down. This will make you wise, man. Okay? And not dumb. Okay? That's what simple means. Simple means dumb. Alright? Keep going.
The statutes of the Lord are right.
The statutes of the Lord are right, man. Your preacher is wrong. That's who's wrong. Your damn Christian preacher. Okay? Your fake Israelite, what they call them, elders, and all that kind of mess, man. You know what I'm saying? That's who's wrong. Okay? But the statutes of the Lord are right. Keep going.
Rejoicing the heart.
Mm-hmm.
The commandment of the Lord is pure,
Mm-hmm.
enlightening the eyes.
Okay. It will enlightening of your eyes, man. You understand? You think you got damn 20/20 vision? You can't even see straight if you ain't keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. You understand? This right here will rejoice your heart, your mind, man. You understand? All right, keep reading.
The fear of the Lord is clean,
Okay, keep going.
enduring forever.
Enduring forever. Okay, keep going.
The judgments of the Lord are true and righteous
They
altogether.
are true and righteous all together, man. You see what I'm saying? Now go to Psalms 119 and start at verse 29. Okay? The Lord, man, his laws, statutes, and commandments, perfect. Okay? Perfect, man. These are morals. You understand? Like Captain Cesariak said all the time, man. This is your moral compass. You understand? You asking, the Christian churches got their members praying for direction and what to do every morning and how to go to work and how to get in the bed and how to take a shower and how to punish their kids and how to, treat their wife and how to treat their husband. Well, actually, they don't give a damn about treating their wife or their husband, you know what I'm saying? They'll just divorce them. But they turn around and they need all this direction. Lord, I asked the Lord what he want me to do every day, and this when he gave it to you, man. You understand? And it's his laws, statutes, and commandments. This is your moral compass. You want to know which way to go, you make sure that you're being led by these laws, statutes, and commandments, whatever you do. Because it's got the answer to everything, man. The Most High, his laws, that's the answer to everything. Our King Christ and following in this ISUPK, got the answer to everything, man. The ISUPK has the solution to all black, Hispanics, and Native Indian problems. All you gotta do is just come to class.
That's right.
That's all you gotta do. Come to class, you understand, and we will help you fix all of your problems. All right? But this is what way you go. Okay? You trying to navigate, you wanna go somewhere, don't scream, Jesus, take the wheel. Because guess what? You just might crash. You just might crash. All right? But like I said, but you come in here, and like I said, we're going to steer you right. Okay? So go ahead and read it for me, y'all.
Psalms 119, verse 29.
Uh-huh.
Remove from me the way, lying, and grant me the law.
Grant me the what?
Gracious. The law.
Grant
Thy
me the
law.
law. Damn right. Grant me
Gracious.
thy law. Keep going.
Graciously.
Mm-hmm.
I have chosen the way of the truth. Thy judgments have I laid before me.
Uh-huh. Okay, so right here, I have chosen the way of truth, man. You understand? Give me, what they like to give me truth or give me doubt. You understand? Give me this ISUPK or give me doubt. You understand that? I've chosen the way of truth. And I plan on dying right here in the ISUPK. Because this is the one and only home of the truth. And I don't give a damn what nobody say. Okay? Because guess what? All you fake Israelites, all you Christians, all you Muslims, all you Buddhists, all you cats in those religions, man, you understand? You're showing that those ways are not the truth. All right? Skip down to 34.
Give me understanding. Salakia. Verse 34.
Mm-hmm.
Give me understanding, and I shall keep thy law.
I shall keep thy law. Keep going. This is what Psalms had to say, okay, about the law. All right, and I don't see free will anywhere. Keep going.
Yea, I shall observe it with my whole heart.
Man, with my whole mind. You understand? This is part of our problem, us not having the laws. Okay? But we got to get back to them. Now skip down to 44.
Verse 44. So shall I keep thy law continually, forever and ever.
No, just till the Old Testament is done away with. Long we in those times, I'm gonna keep the law.
Forever and ever.
Forever and ever. Forever, ever. Forever, ever. Forever, ever. Forever, ever.
Forever, ever.
You understand that? That's how long we supposed to be keeping God's laws, statutes, and commandments, man, forever. Not just
right.
a little while. Not just a certain amount of time. Skip down to verse 51.
Verse 51. The proud have had me greatly in derision.
Derision.
Yet have I not declined from thy law.
And check this out. No matter what he was going through, you understand? He said, hey, I don't care what I'm going through. Yet have I not declined from thy law. He didn't let up from the law not once, all right? Skip down to 65. You know, David was a man after the Most High's own heart. Okay? Keep reading.
Like that was verse 65.
Slocky, 65.
Karakai.
You know what, Slocky?
Verse 65.
Slocky, 69 and 70.
Salakius. Verse 69.
There we go.
The proud have forged a lie against me.
Mm-hmm.
But I will keep thy precepts with my whole heart.
Man, he gonna keep these precepts with his whole heart, even though people lying on him. You understand? Keep going.
The heart is as fat as grease,
Mm-hmm.
but I delight in thy law.
Man, you understand that? Their heart is as fat as grease. Okay? But guess what? His delight is in thy law. Now skip down to verse 92.
Verse 92. Unless thy law had been my delight, I should then have perished in my affliction.
Okay. So he's saying, unless thy law had been my delight, meaning saying, like, if he had not have had the law, he said, I should then have perished in my affliction. That means he'd have been through. You see what I'm saying? And if you ever having problems, you understand, you don't run from the truth. And that's a lot of our people's problem, man. They go through things, and the first thing they think to do is to get out of the damn truth. That's where you come to class even more. That's where you get on the phone even more, make them calls. You know what I mean?
Right.
Don't turn around and run from the truth because you have problems. You understand? That's what Christians do in the damn church. They turn around and have a problem, and you'll never see them at church again. You know what I mean? But us, we're going to stand strong. Unless thou have perished in mine affliction. All right? Now skip down to 97.
Verse 97.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how I love thy law.
Read that again.
Oh, how I love thy law.
Oh, how I love thy law. Guess what? I love it too. And I thank the Most High that my brothers love it just as much as I do. Because guess what? Those
That's
brothers,
right.
they love their women. I love mine.
That's
And guess
right.
what? I would never touch theirs, and they would never touch mine. You understand? That's why these men in the I.S.U.P.K, we chose truth. Me, I would never sell my brother's drugs of any sort. Weed, crack, heroin, meth, whatever they'll kill. None of that. They love them too. You understand? They would never sell me drugs, and I would never sell them to them. You see what I'm saying? They love. Guess what? I love the law. I would never celebrate Christmas. You understand? My brothers would never celebrate it either. Okay? You never catch them talking about come and get this gift I bought you for Christmas. You understand? We don't give a damn about no Christmas, man. You understand? You'll never catch us sitting down eating Thanksgiving dinner. Now, do we hate turkey? Dressing? No, it's good. But on that day, you'll never see me and my brothers sitting down celebrating Thanksgiving, having Thanksgiving dinner. You understand? Why?
Right.
Because we love thy law.
Right.
And it's a sin to celebrate holidays. See what I'm saying? It's a sense. We love the law. All right? Keep going.
It is my meditation all the day.
All the day, man. You understand? We thinking on these laws all day so that we don't break them. All right? Now skip down all the way down to 174.
Verse 174. I have longed for thy salvation, O Lord, and thy law is my delight.
Thy law is my delight. There it is again. You understand? Now that's what you're going to find in Psalms, man. You understand? That's what you're going to find in Psalms. Okay? Laws, and more laws. Keep the law. I love the law. It's my meditation all the day. Okay? Is the law. All right? Now let's go to 1 John 3 and 4. Back to the New Testament. Back to the New Testament. Now we're going to show our people what sin is and what it does to the Lord's chosen people. All right? Because if you are a sinner, you are in serious trouble with the Lord. You are waiting to be punished. You're not waiting to see Jesus. You understand? Trust me. You would not want to see him. You understand? At the state that you are in. Okay? If you're eating pork, you know, how do preachers even preach? You understand? With pork on their damn breath. You breaking the law. You know what I mean? You're breaking the damn law. How do these fake Israelites get on the damn corners or wherever they be? I don't even see them on the corners no more. Smoking weed. You understand? You got weed and crack on your breath. How in the hell are you out so-called teaching the word? How do you even open your mouth and say you are an Israelite? You understand? When you smoking weed and crack. Because guess what? Knowing the truth, man, there's something that come along with it called responsibility. Now we are responsible for upholding the law. You understand? And us coming together in this one body. But you out on the streets getting high, breath, and what it cushions your cologne. You can smell it as soon as you get out the car, walk past somebody. But then you in the truth though. Okay? Go ahead, read that for me, brother.
1 John chapter 3, verse 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law.
Keep going.
For sin is the transgression of the law.
Okay, sin is the breaking of the law. That's what that word transgression means. Transgress. Okay? It is the breaking of God's laws. Okay? Now give me James 2 and 10. Because like I said, man, nowhere in the Bible are you going to find free will. There will be no such scripture such as 1 John 3 and 4 that defines sin. You understand? And what it is. It would not tell you anything about you breaking the law, because if God gave you free will, laws, guess what? It wouldn't even be in the Old Testament. You know, and that's something else that don't even make sense. Like, why would he make up a law and then give you a choice to either do it or not? That don't even make sense. No good parent gives you the choice to follow his rules in his household or not. So why in the hell do you think the Most High turned around and said, you know what? I'm going to give you the choice of thou shalt not steal. You can steal if you want to. It's up to you. That don't even make sense, man. You know what? Thou shalt not kill. You can kill, not kill. It's up to you. Okay? I'm going to give you a choice. Okay? You can covet your neighbor's wife his house, his belongings. You know, you can do it or you not do it. You gotta, man, do that even make sense? Do that even make sense, man? No, it does not. That's why Christianity is such an idiotic religion. It just don't even make sense. And nowhere in the Bible did it say he gave you free will. Free will meaning that you're going to do whatever you want and you're going to achieve the outcome that you are trying to achieve. A drug dealer wants to be rich. He don't want to go to prison. But guess what? You black, Hispanic, Native Indian, you sell drugs, eventually you end up in prison. And this is why we are here, so that our brothers and even our sisters can stop going to prison. They are making more prisons right now, and matter of fact, further and further away to where you can get no visits. Hell, in a minute, these places, these prisons are so goddamn far, you ain't gonna be able to send money to the damn places. You ain't gonna be able to send your people no money. So what it's time for us to do is time for us to stop being criminals. Return to the Most High's laws, and then that way we don't have to worry about going to no prison, whether it's up close or far away. You see what I'm saying? We can stay the hell out of the white man's prison cell. All right? But like I said, you turn around and you got all of the white man's laws here in this land. And you know, if you turn around and you steal something out the store, you know what I mean? The white man, he don't ask you, do you want to go to prison? You have no choice. You're getting punished now. That's judgment. You steal, and then you're going to go to court. You're going to stand before the judge, and they're going to tell you, okay, you did this crime, you stole this amount, stole under 50, over 50. What's a felony? 250? I think 250 is a felony. If you steal anything over 250, it's a felony here in Missouri. So you steal something over 250, then that is a felony, and you're gonna pay dearly. Okay? So like I said, you don't question the white man on his laws to whether you have a choice to steal out of his store or not, and you'll honor that. You know, I had talked to a sister that was she was coming out of a court case, and she was just looking sad, you know what I mean, just oh my God. And the sister had said, I was like, damn, you all right, sis? She was almost crying. I said, you all right? She was like, man, I did it to myself. I said, what'd you do? And she was just talking about how, the fines she had to pay, how hard it was coming up with the money just so she could stay on the streets and all of this, and at the end, again, when she got to explaining, everything, the sister had said, I did it to myself. You know what I mean? First off, we gotta stop blaming ourselves. This was done to us, man. This was strategically planned by the white man. He is the devil, the Bible speaks of. You understand? The white man is the devil. He took crafty counsel against the Lord's chosen people. You understand? He didn't just turn around and wake up one day and say, you know what? I'm gonna do something to them Negroes. No, he had it in plan. The white man, he plans 10, 15, 20 years ahead. While you turn around and it's news to you when, ain't no jobs and the market crash. He planned on making the market crash 15 years ago. So that guess what? You wouldn't have a job. You see what I'm saying? The white man is the devil, the Bible speaks of. And it's time to stop playing his game completely, man. You understand? And it's time for us to return to the Lord and start keeping them laws that he gave us, because there is no such thing as free will. Okay? Now give me we short on time. Give me Proverbs 28:9. A couple of more scriptures, and then we're gonna wrap the class up. Proverbs 28:9.
Proverbs chapter 28, verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
He that turns away his ear from hearing the law,
Mm-hmm.
even his prayer shall be abomination.
Okay. Now, you understand that? He that turneth his ear from hearing the law, meaning that you will not keep the law. Even your prayer becomes an abomination. And guess what? If you think it's just in the Old Testament, it's in the New Testament as well. Give me John 9 and 31. John 9 and 31. Because when you talk to a Christian, they claim all you got to do is pray. The Lord, He will fix it. But you gotta pray. Bible just said, you turn your a deaf ear to the law, meaning that you're not paying attention, you're not keeping it, you're not trying to hear that. You understand? Your prayer becomes an abomination. Okay? You turn around, you breaking the laws, you're a sinner according to the Bible. According to the Lord, you are sinning against Him. We have to keep all of His laws. And you turn around and you try to pray to Him, this is what you get. Read, Doc.
John chapter 9, verse 31.
Mm-hmm.
Now we know that God heareth not sinners.
Wait a minute. No. All I gotta do is just pray with that pork on my breath.
Now we know that God heareth not sinners.
No. It's just a little weed. I don't do it all the time.
Now we know that God heareth not sinners.
I just celebrate my birthday. I don't celebrate Christmas, though.
Now we know that God heareth not sinners.
The Most High heareth not sinners, man. So it's like, who are you even praying to? You understand? When you are sinning against Him, who are you praying to? Certainly not Him. Keep reading.
But if any man be a worshiper of God
Mm-hmm.
and doeth His will,
Mm-hmm.
him He heareth.
Okay. A worshiper does not mean that you are in church singing MC Hammer's Going Up Yonder song. That does not make you a worshiper. Okay? A worshiper means that you are doing what the Most High wants you to do. That's how you worship the Most High, is you do what He say. You understand? And He said for us, He didn't give us no option. Okay? He said to keep the laws. Do them, teach them, hear them, all of that. Okay? Give me Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha 12 and 6. No. Salaki. Give me Psalms 5, verse 4 through 5. Let's start there.
Salaki, say it again, sir.
Psalms chapter 5, verses 4 and 5.
Town car.
Psalms chapter 5, verse 4. Start there.
Psalms chapter 5, verse 4. For thou art not a God that has pleasure in wickedness.
Man, understand something. The Most High does not have pleasure, take pleasure. You understand? He's not so pleased with you. You understand? When you are sinning against Him. You got Tyler Perry that's a flaming homosexual, and he swear up and down that God loves him because he's funny. God hates you because you're homosexual. You understand? And that's in the Bible. We're going to read that. Keep going.
Neither shall evil dwell with thee.
Okay, keep going.
The foolish shall not stand in thy sight.
The foolish shall not stand in our sight. Keep going.
Thou hatest all workers of iniquity.
Okay, now what is iniquity? Who knows what iniquity is? What is iniquity?
Like it.
Go ahead.
Wickedness.
Give it to me plain and simple.
Like it.
Go ahead.
Sin.
Sin, absolutely. You understand? Wickedness, iniquity is sin. You understand? Flat out. Okay? So, the Most High does not take pleasure in wickedness. You understand? And the brother, I mean, he right, you know what I'm saying? He right because if you sin it, I mean, that is wicked. Yes, if you breaking the laws, that's wicked as well. But just real simple and plain for, you know what I'm saying, people that don't know. You understand? For our people that's coming out of the Christian church and think that sin is something that, you know, you just feel that it's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because they got people thinking that too. You got people thinking that cursing. I mean, that was, oh my God, that was something else that almost every Christian think is wrong to say a damn cuss word, but you don't think it's wrong for you to divorce your husband. You think it's wrong to say a curse word, but then you turn around and the preacher is molesting children. But he don't curse though. You know what I'm saying? At least he don't have a foul mouth. Do you understand? But he has a foul, disgusting spirit going around molesting children. I mean, it's disgusting, man. Now give me Ecclesiastes 12:6.
Sirach, Ecclesiastes 12:6.
Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, 12:6.
Got on con, sir.
What?
Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12, verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
For the Most High hated sinners.
The Most High hates sinners, man. Understand that, okay? This scripture right here, this should help you change your life, all right? The Most High hates sinners, man. And guess what? That scripture helped me change mine. Keep reading.
And will repay vengeance unto the ungodly.
Man, do you understand that? Do you know what vengeance is? He's going to repay vengeance to the ungodly. Why do you horrible, man? I mean, they get shot up. They get 25 years just for damn. They trying to give brothers 10 and 15 years for bags of weed. You understand? You get robbed all the damn time. You get broke all the damn time. You ain't supposed to be selling drugs. Why you think the black woman that is such a whore had all the damn STDs in the world? You understand? She has all the STDs in the world. Why? Because you're not supposed to be a whore. The Lord is going to repay you with a vengeance. You understand? That we so justly deserve, so rightly deserve, man. You understand? We're breaking his laws. So it's righteous for him to put us to death, to give us AIDS and super herpes and super gonorrhea and super syphilis. Okay, when we're out being whores and whoremongers. Okay? It's right for him to make us homeless. You understand? When you're celebrating Christmas, you taking all of your damn rent money, the light bill money, the gas bill money. It's right for the Lord to make you homeless or make you lose your job because you're sinning against, you shouldn't be celebrating Christmas. You could take money here and there, save a little something, buy your kid a toy at any time of the year. You understand? But when you're doing it for a fat, rosy cheeked white man, you're sinning against the Lord. Okay? And it's right for him to do whatever punishment you get is right. Okay? It's right because we are sinning against the Most High. All right? Keep going up.
And keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment.
Okay? You're going to be around to live to see that day that you get punished. And that day could be death. This is why you should not take no chances with the Most High. You understand? The Most High is not a damn play toy. All right? He is the Most High power, man. You understand? And we are supposed to be keeping his law. Now give me Ecclesiastes in the Old Testament 12 and 13. The Most High is not a play toy. All right? When he said what he said, you can see he meant it. He said that this people would be destroyed, man. And look at us. We are completely destroyed as a people. I can't see things getting no worse than this. If it gets any worse, man, I would be surprised then. I would be surprised if it gets any worse than this. Keep going.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the whole Shalakim. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God.
There it is. Fear the Most High, man. Fear God. Fear getting AIDS because you're sleeping around cheating on your man. Or you're sleeping with other men's wives. Fear getting busted upside your head from one of the men out there in the world. Because Jake turned around and Jacob put hands on you, catch you with his wife. You understand? Fear selling drugs because some brother strung out is going to turn around and rob you. You understand? And guess who's going to turn around and have that done? The Lord does it. He's going to do that. This is why we should fear him. You understand? This is why we were ordered to fear him. You understand? Ain't no question. Fear the Most High. All right? Be scared to break the laws again. Keep reading.
And keep his commandments.
And keep his commandments, man. Keep his laws, statutes, and commandments. All right? Fear the Most High. Never break the law again. Keep all the law for what?
For this is the whole duty of man.
That's your job right there. You understand? That's your purpose in life, is to keep God's laws. Fear him.